Hello, this is David and welcome to Lufia, The Ruins of Lore, a review in retrospective history. Lufia, The Ruins of Lore is a side story set 20 years after the events of Lufia 2. Released for the Game Boy Advance in 2000, it's the second game chronologically, and as a side story, it does not contain traditional Lufia elements such as the descendants of Maxim, the Dual Blade, or even the Sinistrals. To compensate for these losses, a Dragon Quest-esque job system was added along with a Pokemon-esque monster catching system. For Going Maxim, the story instead focuses on three friends turned hunters who are on a mission to explore ancient ruins scattered throughout the world to learn about the mysteries of ancient civilizations. The characters themselves are pretty flat and one-note. They were better developed in Lufia The Legend Returns, and considering that there were 13 characters in that game, that's really saying something. Our hero, Eldon, has followed in his father's footsteps to become a hunter. He has average natural stats. Torma, his best friend, joins him on his quest, and he uses a grappling hook and has a tank-like build. The last main character is her somewhat bratty friend Rami, and she, like all good female RPG heroes, has a typical mage build. Other characters that join you on a temporary basis are Bao, a half-human, half-beast, and Dakar, the same Dakar from Lufia 2. Finally, Rubius, a traveling priestess who hires the party to help open up the door to the Promised Land, tags along, but she doesn't participate in battle. Considering its Gaiden status, the game takes much more from Lufia 2 than from any other game in the series. Even the world map is that of Lufia 2, though you can't explore it. The interface is pretty much just point and click. Random dungeons are thankfully gone and replaced with the traditional puzzle-based dungeon crawling last seen in Lufia 2. Though you no longer collect tools as you traverse through the game, each party member has their own tool. Eldon, a sword to slash bushes and vines, Torma, a grappling hook to cross cliffs, and Rami, a lighter to melt ice or destroy obstacles, and finally, Bao's hammer to smash barrels to smithereens. Capsule monsters are back as well, though they're called disc monsters in this iteration. Also, they're not special monsters found in secret areas, and instead they're captured through battle, like Pokemon, and they're tied to the party member that captured them. The monsters take a portion of the experience from combat, and as you use them, their relationship with the party members will increase. When a monster's relationship is high enough, the characters can perform install attacks, where they fuse together once their IP gauge is full. You'll lose control of both characters for 3 turns, and you have a choice of invincibility or a special attack for those 3 turns. Some players choose to forgo the monster capturing system entirely though, since they do take a portion of the experience from their party. The job system is pretty bare bones and ripped entirely from Dragon Quest 6 and 7. Basically, you can choose to become a swordsman, fighter, thief, priest, mage, or chemist, all of which are pretty self-explanatory, and you gain job levels and abilities by fighting a predetermined number of battles. Also, once a base job is mastered, all of them, except for the chemist, can move on to an advanced job, such as the knight, brawler, rogue, bishop, and wizard. While they may seem pretty fun to plan out your party, in reality, you just need everybody to master a chance hit from the fighter, which will do a random amount of damage from 20 to 200 to one enemy. After that, you're going to want some priests for healing, and then maybe a thief for his exit ability. That's the game's strategy in a nutshell. Since the Sinistrals resurface every 100 years, and Maxim just took care of them 20 years ago, they are in remission, though the world is still not at peace because of the warmongering kingdom of Grazi is searching for the beast in order to conquer the world. Rubius, who's searching for the Promised Land, needs magical shards in order to enter it, and one just happens to be in Grazi's fortress, and while searching for this shard they stumble upon Grazi's plan of world domination, and the party and plot switches from light-hearted exploration to a save-the-world plot. The ancient cave is back, but it's only 60 randomly generated floors, and only Eldon and his disc monster can enter. You can still bring in 10 items, and if you leave, you can continue at any previously reached floor. However, if you do so, you'll lose everything that you gathered inside. However, in a strange twist, you're able to bring in equipped items, and you're not reset to level 1. In a very bastard move though, you can't access the menu between fights, and there's a boss fight at the end of every floor. Upon completing the cave, you are rewarded with an egg ring. which increases every stat, and you can continually go through the cave if you want to see more of the rings. Overall, I think that Lufia the Ruins of Lore is an ambitious game that set out to tell a nice story using the best world that the team ever created. But they failed along the way. They had everything that they needed: puzzle dungeons, job classes, and on-screen enemies, but they left something crucial out: the fun factor. Quite frankly, the game is just plain boring. It's uninspired dungeon interspersed with uninspired towns coupled with an insipid storyline. The characters do their best to make you hate them, and it takes entirely too long to master any jobs. The dungeons all drag on forever, too. Maybe it's just not for me, because on paper it does do everything right, but it just can't keep my interest. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.